It was around 410 AD. After the fall of Roman Empire, Britain was released from the clutches of Roman governance, as armies are needed in Rome to protect the collapse of Roman Empire. This opportunity helped the German settlers like Anglo-Saxons and Jews to invade Britain and settle there, and thus started the Anglo-Saxon period. The Anglo-Saxon settlers kept to small tribal groups, forming kingdoms and sub-kingdoms. By the 9th century, the country was divided into four kingdoms, like Northumbria, Mercia, East Anglia, and Wessex. Wessex was the only one of these kingdoms to survive the Viking invasions. Anglo-Saxons tried to establish their own religion, though the arrival of Augustine in 597 AD converted whole England into Christianity. The people of each of the various Anglo-Saxon kingdoms spoke distinctive dialects, which evolved over time and together became known as Old English. Within that variety of dialects, an exceptionally rich vernacular literature emerged. Examples include the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle. Chronicle is a collection of manuscripts that cover events in the early history of England and a year-by-year account of all the major events of the time. The chief chronicler of this period was the 8th century monk Saint Bede the Venerable, the greatest of the Anglo-Saxon historians. The ecclesiastical history of England is the contribution of this monk, and was certainly more than a literary construction. Through this chronicle, we came to know the name of the first poet of England. Cædmon is referred as the first poet by Bede, and Bede also mentioned a 9-line hymn of Cædmon, being the first poem of English literature. Cynulf was one of the greatest religious poets of late 8th and early 9th century. His more reputed works are Chris, Elaine, Juliana, and Fates of the Absolves. Four more names of Anglo-Saxon writers are found who contributed in poetry writing. They were Elnoth of Canterbury, Aldhelm, Alcuin, and Wulfstan. The most notable work in this period is Beowulf. It's called first epic poem of English literature. The writer of this piece is unknown, and it's believed the Anglo-Saxon settlers brought this manuscript from their homeland. This poem narrates the story of the heroic old and retains Anglo-Saxon vigor, which was different from Christianity. Anglo-Saxon period ranged from 410 to 1066 AD. This period ended with the invasion of Norsemen in 1066. They were of French origin and came from Normandy to invade England, and that ended the Anglo-Saxon period.